Well, guys, I got to make 2 videos today so far. Um, this is a nice little area. You see my mark right there for the property line. It goes straight back. I don't think you can see it from here, but there's a little ribbon across the gully over there. This is a little peninsula that we will be using to rent out for venues and growing a vineyard. I have comfrey back here growing. I've got, there's a shotgun shell. Let me pick that up. There's hunters. The land behind me is kind of marshy, but it's got nice hunting ground or grounds on it, which they do hunt back there. But we got our barbed wire back to this area, and it'll be going straight down that little walkway and straight across, down the gully and up, and then down the down the gully, going diagonally. And as you can tell, we have some water flowing from some rain from the wet creek I told you about. It's seasonal, or whenever it rains, it just, we're actually thinking, me and our neighbors are thinking about damming on our property side to actually get water to hold in this area. And then I could put ducks back here to seal the creek bed and not worry about the seepage, which I'm definitely thinking about doing that because they would love it back here. Hey, Kiwi, what are you doing, baby? Got Kiwi out here. Got Angel. Angel loves that water. He'll get in it, run through along the water, and just scoop up whatever he wants in his mouth. These are some little stairs that we made. We haven't finished. It looks like a brick came up, but I've got to fix that. My husband was working on it. He's full-time employed now, so that's great for us. We can have an additional income while I'm here doing what I need to on the land. A comfrey bed. Got it from Permaculture Farms. Looking forward to it coming back. I know it's still alive because you can see part of it right there. There's a little bit of it. They will come back. I'll just have to move the leaves off of it. Can't wait to spread that out. Kiwi, you be good. And then try the tomato plant right here just to play around. There's a problem though with droughts lately in the past couple of years in South Carolina, at least in the upstate area. And I've planted things just randomly just to see what would happen. Now that we're here, and I'm not just driving an hour away every day, I can actually put my hands on things. This is going to be part of, these are some wild muscadines. I want to see what they taste like. I kind of set this up just to see, and I want to do it around the perimeter of the peninsula and have muscadines there. I coppiced a lot of trees in the ditches, the smaller ones, so the goats can browse. We've got some nice poplars, and unfortunately there's poison ivy, and unfortunately again I am very, very allergic to it. I can't wait for those poplars to get as large as they want to be. Some of my favorite trees. I love the flowers, I love the leaves, and it grows beautifully. You get a nice overstory with it. But you could tell that's a very deep gully. And over here, like I told you before, we filled in a 6-foot area. It's 6 feet deep with all the wood we had on the land close to this area or even around. And I just filled it up. I try to set everything parallel for the Hugelkultr mound. I do need to build it up a little bit, bring some more greens, or green matter. Probably use coffee grounds on it. Maybe some more dirt and animal manure, whatever comes out of that goat barn's going in the garden. And this area ends up being about 8 feet deep right here. But as you can tell, I got it pretty full, dumping it with using my UTV and using the dump bed on it. That thing took some abuse this past year. I was out here every day for about 12 hours picking up wood. This is the other side of the gully. Both sides were full of trees that when I paid someone to mulch, the guys that had working for them decided, oh, well, we can just toss this in a ditch and not worry about it. She won't even look. But I'm the type of person that will go behind and look after someone's work. And you should too. You should do it too. Kiwi! Kiwi! Get over here! Oh my gosh. He keeps looking at me. I thought he was being a good boy, just keeping an eye on me, but he was looking at me to sneak off. That's a rare moment because I don't usually take my eyes off them. Last night was a terrible night. I was on my way home. At night, I don't speed because I don't want to hit animals, but I ended up hitting a dog, someone's pet, a well taken care of pet. They were in the middle of the road. I was going like 45 miles an hour, and I called 911, waited there for someone to show up. No one really showed up or ever showed up while I was there. It was going to freeze last night, so I need to cover some things up. And man, nothing feels worse than that. I always try my best not to even hit an animal, but especially dogs or someone's pet, I just don't. It just feels terrible, you know. I usually have my high beams on. It gets dark out here, and it was on a different highway that I live on, but it's probably one of the saddest moments of my life. I just think about these guys. Kiwi doesn't have a collar because every collar I put on him, his head's so little and his neck's so thick. I don't know if you have a dog like that, but he'll slide his neck along the ground just to remove the collar. And that's another reason why he can't leave the property. He can't leave the property anyway. I would prefer it not them not to. But they are outside dogs, and the chance is always there. And that's why I am very strict about supervising them, especially after that storm damaged so much where they got out, and then the gate was left unlatched by mistake maybe a couple of days after that storm, and they happened to get out, and I just don't like it. They got lots of land, 7 acres to roam. They don't need to go anywhere else. I'm gonna go pick up some fencing. It's about 3 hours away. I put an wanted ad on Craigslist for anyone that was gonna throw away farm stuff, and this guy contacted me 3 hours away. He's retiring, and he used to have horses and goats, but he said, if you want this, come get it. And they actually are pulling up the posts and everything, so I thought that was very kind of him. And it covers he used to have paddocks for horses and goats, so he's got fencing for goats and then electrical wire, which I need for going in between the barbed wire. And then that way I can do something else with this ribbon fencing. This ribbon fencing, although it works for temporary use, I would suggest if you guys need a temporary solution, use the netting. The ribbon is just a lot to deal with. It takes hours to roll it all up. Unless you have a spool with a motor on it, you could just do it really quickly like you would a winch. Neighbors over here, we got the best neighbors ever. They got horses and goats. They have Nubians, chickens. Fantastic pet owners or livestock owners. Feel really blessed to have neighbors like that. I actually called them last night after that ordeal happened, and Kibi, get back over here. Kibi, get over here now. You done? Come on. Kiwi. Kiwi, get over here. He's marking over there because the neighbor's dog comes over there. Zeke. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Angel. You're so sweet. You're listening. Kiwi, you want to go home? When he starts marking, he just doesn't want to move from that spot. But they have a dog over there that herds and takes care of their animals. She had a problem with foxes. I'll have to save that for another day. But anyway, can't really tell how beautiful things would be. All you can see is the raw land that we have, right now. But I promise you, this place is going to be beautiful. Let's walk back down here. Come on. Let's walk back down here. Come on, Kiwi. Come on, Angel. Come on. They're getting extra time out. I just like to have them out as much as possible. I now have to watch my grandkids or help my son because his wife went through some postpartum stuff that exacerbated existing things. And his other ex had abandoned their 4 kids. So I'm helping with 7 grandchildren right now. And it takes up a lot of my time. When the ages are 2 months to 9 years old. And they're a handful. No one ever taught them much. But they're learning so quickly, and they're great kids. They just got to learn what we call manners and be respectful and not to get in trouble. Treat each other with love, kindness, and respect. They actually had to take care of themselves, so I have a lot of mercy and grace and kindness for them. I hate being firm with them, but I have to be because it's only good for them. So a lot of my time is now it has to be very managed. I'll put the baby in the Baby Bjorn thing, and I don't know if you ever watched Justin Rhodes, but man, that man is an inspiration. He carried his kids around when they were babies working on the farm, and those things can be done. When I had my businesses, my daughter was a baby at that time. I'm half Asian, so my mom has a lot of things that she had passed on to me. And you just don't stop working just because you have a baby. You carry that baby with you if you're working on the land or working in your own business. You carry the baby with you. You put him on your back. At least that's what I did. And I used to carry her around, work till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, all day long. And it's exercise. And you don't have to go to the gym if you do stuff like that. It's kind of the natural order of things to get fit. And boy, if you have some sons, which I have lots of grandsons, 1 granddaughter, 2 granddaughters. And boys will keep you in shape. They're very physical. Another pile of wood that I showed you guys, I think, before. And then I dug all this, and there's more. It covered this whole area twice over, which they mulched some, and then they quit on me. But all this, all of that, all of that, all of that, all of those, all came out of the ditches. And imagine this whole area covered in that kind of pile, probably as high as me. But anyway, if you're working on your own land, things get tough. Just look at Job in the Bible. If you're a follower of Jesus Christ, you'll know the Word of God. Job will always remind you to be thankful no matter what you might be going through. And from my experience, things always work out for the best, no matter how hopeless it might seem, The only thing you gotta do is keep going and don't give up. Just keep doing it, because if you got arms and legs and you can breathe, you can do anything that's needed. Don't let the enemy attack your mind. Don't let the enemy use your emotions. Understand what and separate what are your thoughts and what are the thoughts imposed by the enemy, because I definitely believe in what Ephesians 6:12 says, that our war is not of flesh and blood, but of evil spirits and principalities in high places. That's why I stay armored up, guys. That was a great end. Well, I hope you guys have a great day. Beautiful skies, South Carolina, and I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Bye.